really had time to stretch. Right, let me stretch. Okay, right, let's start. Social media. Happy Monday, the 30th of March, 2026. Super T Bedford gives you the local people's choice. This is the famous, the Gym Group of Bedford. Now, for those of you who may have known, I did a super unique 5-way live on Saturday last week, just to test it, my backup media. But the day before, the Saturday, I did the Friday, was it the Friday? I get confused. I did a super unique 4-way live done. And we've got a 4-way live now. This is what it's going to be, I hope, providing the Wi-Fi is good. And we're going to do it like this. And we're going to say, if you're on the global and super famous TikTok, say Super T. And if you're on the global and super famous Instagram, say Super T. And if you're live on the global and super famous YouTube, say Super T. And last but not least, if you're on the global and super famous Facebook, I would like you to say Super T. Thank you very much. Super unique 4-way live. Enough love to my first of hopefully many sponsors, Bedford Mobile, 95 Midland Road, I've said that already. Not far from the train station, open 7 days a week, early till late. Bedford has the best dialing code in the world, 01234 40 40 30. Go in there, say Super T, and you can have up to 20% discount off anything you want. Depends on what you're going for. They provided me with these lovely, in fact, 5 mobile phones off from both mobiles. One's back up. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to start training. This is a super unique 4-way live. And big shouts to Ruby's. I was supporting my second sponsors, Ruby's, yesterday. Lovely Caribbean food there for the people. Lovely music. True Sounds is the DJ there for the people. Big up Tanya, the manager. Big up Malu, the owner. Just go to them. They are, in my opinion, the nicest place for a Caribbean food and African food that we have in Bedford. That's on High Street. And Chris Beagle, the owner of the famous Harper Centre Florist, he's on holiday. And when he comes back, I'm going to try and arrange a deal for him because I had a 10% deal that's expired. Anyway, let me get going. Let me get going. Can't even see the button to hit start. There's no space. Well, let me just hit go. Right. Yeah. It's not really. Yeah. There is space, but anyway, I'll get there. I just want to speed this up. Yes, I hope you had a great weekend. And big shouts to my social media friends who got involved in the video on Saturday. Amazing video on Saturday. Was it Saturday or was it Sunday? It was, I get confused. I think I came in, did I come in on Saturday? I can't remember. I think I came in on Saturday, yeah. Did an amazing video. It's at the front of the gym group and it's blowing up on TikTok. I think it's, last I looked this morning, it's had over 1,500 views. It's had so many loves, over 100 loves. You know, big shouts to everybody there. And they're supporting the up to 20% discount that Super T is going to have at businesses all across the world, hopefully. Anyway, let's get, let's hope that's not in the view. Is that not in the view of the Facebook? Greetings, Matthew Lane, for the people. He's live on the global and super famous Facebook. Hope you had a good weekend. Anyway, let me get started now. Yes, super unique, super unique 4-way live, Matthew Lane, for the people. And I want to connect with you and help you with your removal business, etc. Send me a message later. Yes. So, Here we go. This is the global and no, it's not the global. It's UK. This is the Fiamos, the gym group of Bedford. 250 of the gym groups. There we go. I have one phone for backup for Bedford Mobiles. But I thought let me turn up to the gym group. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Or was it Sunday? It was no Saturday. It was Saturday. Yes, it was Saturday. I came in here just want to get the fifth one working because that's my emergency phone. I've got it in my mind. I was like, oh, you got to do four. I said to myself, no, I'm going to turn up with the gym groups. I've got my 4. If the Wi-Fi works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Simple as that. I was ready. I've got my 5th phone as backup, just in case there are any technical problems. And then I can go on the 5th phone. I might have a word with Ahmed Ali, see if I can have a 6th phone. I'm going to pay for all my phones. I might have a word with him, see what he says. You might think, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I think 5 is fine. I think I would like a 6th phone, actually. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Ah, yes. So there we go. Hope you had a good weekend. I was at Ruby's yesterday, getting things sorted. And as I said, this is a super unique 4-wheel life for the people. And just greet me like that. When you come into the business, I'm going to get the discount of up to 20% in as many shops as possible where you say Super T, you get up to 20%. So please support me. So what I want you to say is this. If you're live now on my super unique 4-way live and you're on the global and super famous TikTok, say Super T. If you're on the global and super famous Instagram, say Super T. If you're live on the global and super famous Facebook, say Super T. I have to get you ready for when you go into the shops and say Super T. And if you're on the global and super famous YouTube, live now, say Super T. There you go. Greetings. I have to get you ready for saying Super T at the shops, and that will give you up to 20%. It depends on what you're spending, etc. Anyway, so that's what I do. Yes, I'm back to actually running. I was had a pain on my side and I was unable to run, so I thought just walk, but I'm running now. So I didn't really stretch properly. So I sent this morning. You have to say, I think you have to say it's the biggest email I've ever sent in my life. I sent it. And I sent it because, I'll tell you how I sent it, or why I sent it. I'm not going to tell you who it went to. But, I can't. Well, anyway, basically I was top Facebook engager for the Cambridge, the gym group. If you remember, super proud that I did an amazing 42 weeks in a row on Friday, the 12th of December 2025, of going to any one of the 250 of the gym groups. And that was a Friday, and that was the Cambridge gym group. And that was me doing my live 12:30 to 1:30. And that's all because Amazon said, my second most famous client said I was trending on the 7th of March and I need to go live every day. Anyway, forget all that. I was top Facebook engager for the Cambridge, the gym group. So I sent them a message, and then there was another message came up and said, oh, all these messages are not viewed and whatever, you have to send it here. So I sent an amazing email an amazing email to, I mean, if I was hired, I sent it to the owner of the gym group, just making him aware of what I do. He's never heard about what I'm doing, which is fine. And I sent it. And yeah, and it was, my template for business emails now. I went into my best friend group book. I sent the email similar, very similar. Probably about maybe 7 companies, I think, maybe 8. But this one, I went to my best friend group and it said, you have to take out gifts. Don't put gifts in your first email. When you're sending your first email, don't have it in there. So I had some of them in my first email because it was me. I like my gifts. But it said if it's a professional email, particularly for your first greeting, no gifts. So I took all that out. With some little bits, only really small changes. I mean, the template of the email is still the same. What I do with the up to 20% discount, 42 weeks in a row at the gym group, but I suppose the presentation of it just slightly different. No gifts. I had maybe 5 or 6 previous, and it said about I think something about followers. Well, I had over 50,000 friends. He said get rid of that. He said followers. It doesn't really matter. I mean that email's, and I'm in a great place because I'm doing my lives. It's got me healthy as possible, and it's got my mind doing super things as well. But yeah, so that video we did. So please, tell a friend to like the video we did at the gym group last Saturday. It was myself and my social media friends. We did it. It was a great video. And it's blowing up on TikTok. I looked this morning. I think it had maybe 88 loves. It had over 1,800 views. I'm not sure about the views, to be honest. I'm not sure where they get the view numbers from, but it doesn't matter. It's got the great number of loves. I mean, I just do the videos. Greetings, Don Green, for the people. So Don Green's there for the people. I can't even see Don Green. This is a super unique 4-way live. I think Don Green, it looks like he's on Instagram. He supports Instagram. And just let me know, Don Green, if you're ready to do the video up there for the mobiles. Just let me know. Thanks for your support. Yeah, Don Green, he's there for the people. He's got a famous clothing company himself. Anyway, so that's where we are. This is a super unique 4-way live. And had some things I had some things where I couldn't run on site last week. I thought it was from the running machine. I had a little bit of a break and I'm running now. So yes, a big shout to the Cambridge Gym Group. I mean, by default, Super T Bedford is born in Bedford Hospital, proud of Bedford. So my favourite gym group has to be the Bedford Gym Group. That's when I first started doing my lives. But my next, very, very close, has to be the Cambridge Gym Group. Because that was where I did my 42nd week in a row, going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12:30 to 1:30. And that was on Friday, the 12th of December 2025. I sometimes do a lot of promotions in Ipswich. That's on my route to Ipswich. And that was what we're doing. yeah, so that was en route. And then I go to Ipswich from the Cambridge, and I go to the Ipswich Gym Group the following Monday. But, so that Friday, I can't believe I got to it, I did it. And it looks like their support on the Facebook made me redo my business email. Yes, it made me redo it because the message of sending the Facebook message to say I was top engaged and all the rest of it, thank you very much, it said, this message is not monitored, not viewed. So I thought, hold on, I can't have that. I want them to know. It was just about the top engaged and all the rest of it. But anyway, it looks like it's improved my business email because I thought about it and I thought, my best friend Google said, you can type into Google, it says on this cap, Google, what is Super D Bedford, who is Super D Bedford? And it said, definitely in your first email, it's not professional to have gifts. So I had probably about 6 or 7 in my business. So I took them all out, stripped them all out. And there was just some wording about, I said I've got over 50,000 friends. He says, no, you've got to put followers. Yeah, there's only a slight change, but I mean, the gist of it was the same with the 42 weeks and sponsor me and all the rest of it. Anyway, so that's it. And big shouts to Dion, the owner of the famous Cross Keys on the Bedford High Street. After I supported Ruby's last night, I went straight there afterwards. Saw her and her team, the famous Pressure DJ and Ace. I think Ace was there. And yes, well, I sent my business email to her. But I mean, it's slightly changed, only a little bit. She got the gist of what it is. There's only a few wordings, but she had the gifts in it. But that doesn't matter. But yes, a big shout out to Cross Keys in Bedford on the High Street. I want her to be one of my sponsors. That'd be great. Supported her occasionally over the fast. She said that she'd been there since 2020, just while COVID hit. And, I've probably done about maybe 15 short videos there, and they've all blown up on the TikTok. TikTok always have them as their favourite, like a year later, their favourites is there. So, I'll never forget Cross Keys, because a story with Cross Keys is there's a famous DJ called True Sounds who is currently the resident in the Rubies on a Friday sometimes and on a Sunday. But I supported him with my love around about 2022 times, and it was true, me supporting True Sounds in Cross Keys, that got me into social media because he knew I was very good on the mic. So I went in there, went on the mic with him because he hated the mic back then, but now I'm prompting him to use the mic more. But anyway, so that was the first time I went into the High Street just to support True Sounds across Keys. Now he's at Ruby's, and then, eventually I sent the business email to Cross Keys yesterday, and it's all good. But if it wasn't for True Sounds, I wouldn't have gone to the High Street in the first place, because, we always deem the High Street as a bit, no, I can't go High Street, it's not for us. But through my love of True Sounds, I'm now where I am. Yes, big shout to Lucy Wybrow for the people. She's there for the people, there's Sister Lisa, Mark, Leroy, all the people there. Big shout to her on the Facebook. She's on the Facebook Live. And Lucy, this is a super unique 4-way live. It's there for the people on Facebook, as you're on. And it's there for TikTok. It's there for Instagram. It's there for YouTube. And I'm trying to get people up to 20% discount at businesses if they say Super T, Lucy. That's what I'm doing. That's where we are. But yeah, this is my lives at the gym group. I did 42 weeks in a row on the 12th of December, Friday, the 12th of December 2025 at the Cambridge gym group. And it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12:30 to 1:30. That's where we are. Yes, I've got to go and see Mum and T after this. So I'm going to do my story. I tried to start the stories in the morning. I think I might. I don't know in two minds as to whether I do the story in the morning. I think I will. I think it's better to do the story in the morning, get it done, then do my business emails in the afternoon. Yeah, anyways. But, yeah, I haven't quite got around to doing my story. I nearly did it, but then I noticed on Facebook I was top engager for the Cambridge gym group, and then that delayed me. And I thought, no, do the story when I actually I'll do it when I'm at the gym group actually. This is good. The sidewalk roads. Back to running. I mean, going crazy, running. Actually, I like running with my fists like this. And from here, I'm going to do a bit of sit-ups. Yes, I've got to go and see Bedford Mobiles after this actually. I need to just note down something that's quite important. I had a word with Faisal, the main repairman there. I had a word with him about something, like a plan. But I'll have a word with Hamid Ali going. But I'll do the story first. Go back from Mobiles and then go to Mum and T's. And big shouts to Skipper J. He's got a big party in Ipswich next Saturday. This Saturday. Barry Boom for the people, the reggae people. I might be there filming it, I don't know. I've given him a situation. He knows all the travel I've got to do. I did a lot of support. He supported me over the years. So, I might be there Saturday, we don't know. So I'm going to put Barry Boom in my story today. Skipper J, I'm going to send you a message after so you know. I'm going to put you 6 in today's story. And obviously, today's story's got to be about rubies. And my sponsor. So I'm going to put you in 6. You've got a great Barry Boom party for the people, the reggae lovers. And I would like to be the one filming that party for you. But there we go. It's very hard. I'm not in Ipswich. But as you know, I'm owning a Super Tea, the girls' cup of tea in Ipswich. So I'll travel. I love it. It's 5 hours one way. I'll just travel. It's easy. I love it. But, we shall see. Climb down. It was a great weekend for me. Hope you had a great weekend. Yes, so this is a super unique four-way live for the people. And I'm gonna, as I see people who want to get involved, I want them to say hello to the medias, because you've got to be here to see it. Because at your end, you only see the one screen. And I sort of realised that. You only see the one screen. You can only see the four if you come here with me, and you'll see I've got four phones for the people. And I want to practice, get you ready for when you go to the businesses. I've got to set the deals up. It's only setting up to 3 at the moment, but if you're on the Global and Super Famous TikTok now watching me live, say Super T. And if you're on the Global and Super Famous Facebook watching me live now, like Robin Yon, Lucy Whitebrow, Matthew Lane. Robin Yon said he's in the famous Devon, and Lucy Whitebrow, Matthew Lane is from the famous town of Bedford. If you're watching me now, just say Super T. It's going to get you ready for when you go to shops to get you up to 20% discount. And if you're on the Global and Super Famous Instagram, I would like you to say Super T. And if you're on the Global and Super Famous YouTube, I would like you to say Super T. That's it. That's where we go. So, that's where we are. We had a great party at Ruby's yesterday. Our second sponsors on the high street. Please check them out. They've got their number. We're doing takeaways, deliveries. I'm going to start off my story with that video. Yeah, please support them. The owner of Ruby's had a very famous time in Luton. 10 years he was there for the people. He sold the business or whatnot and started it again in Bedford a few years later. And I'm doing my best to help him. And that's it. So yes, on my side. I was hurting. I was there. I came in Saturday, we did that great video. Sunday, I had a break. Start Monday, yes, so my side is a lot better now. So there we go. Yes, I think what I'm going to do is maybe just start off. I don't know. I need to find out whether it's more effective to do this 24-hour story in the morning or is it in the evening. I think it probably depends on what I'm doing. I need to check it out. My best friend Google said that they're both just as effective, morning or evening. Obviously depending on what you're doing, but I think I'm going to do what I was doing. I need to have a plan. I think it's probably better to do it in the afternoon because my clients are more awake, they can read the email better. I think I'll do it in the afternoon and then do my story first thing in the morning. Yeah, that works. Do the story first thing in the morning and do the business emails after my live. Yeah. So I'll do mine after my live, that's after 1:30. Yeah, so I can do my business emails 2 till 4, something like that. Maybe an hour. And then I would have done my story in the morning. Yeah. That sounds good. So anyway, this is a super unique 4-way live. I see somebody who can come and shout it out, then fine. Let's go to do some sit-ups now. Let's take off this phone first and stop it. Yeah, so this phone is the global and super famous TikTok. So I'm going to come back to the global and super famous YouTube, the global and super famous Instagram, the logo, and super famous Facebook in a minute. Oh, what's that? Oh, do something else. So we're going to do sit-ups now. Let's see where it's going. So, yeah, so this is a four-way, but I'm going to set it up differently. I think if I do it like this, but I don't know whether you can see me. I had this fork. It'll be better to do. Yes, it is. Yes, it is better. Right. Let me just. Well, it looks better. I don't know at your end, but I've got the two dumbbells, two on the left, two on the right. Yeah. Here we go. So I've got the super unique four-way live. I can't even see the screen, but if I work out the icons, I think this is the global and super famous Instagram. If you're watching me live now, say Super T, and I think this is the global and super famous. I don't even know. TikTok. If you're watching me live, say Super T. You want to get your train for when you're in the shops to get you up to 20%. And this one, yes, I know this one. If you're on the global and super famous YouTube now, watching me live, say Super T. And if you're on the global and super famous Instagram, I think. So Super T when you get into the shop. Anyway, as I say, I can't see the back of the phone, so I'm just trying to work out. But anyway, this is a super unique four-way live. I'm doing my rowing machine now. I've got two runs either side. It's better. Let's have a look. Yes, I think this is better. That one's a bit far over. That one there. Quickly just that screen. That one looks a bit far over. Looks a bit far over. No, drop. Two drops to the left. That's better. That's better. Sorry. One minute right. Anyway, here we go. That's it. So hopefully this way better. The rowing machine, rather than it being right at the back. Can't see the full effect of what I'm doing. But anyway, this is where it is. Super famous gym group Bedford. And and I give you my super unique four-way life. Here we are. Yes. From here I'm going to do my 24-hour story. Then I've got to go to Bedford Mobile, my first sponsors at the free. They provided me with 5 great prices, 5 phones at great prices. And then I must come on the teas for dinner because I couldn't go. Yes, I normally go for Sunday dinner. But I supported my second sponsor, Ruby, yesterday. They're going to be in the story. And yes, I think I ran there for dinner yesterday, so I'm going to go there for dinner today. So yeah, so this is the gym in Bedford for the people. There we go. This is better. Better positioning for the mobile side. I thought about that. Hopefully you can get a better angle of your end. It's much better than it all being at the back. You can't see really the exercise. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. My first carnival last year was the Luton Carnival, but I'm sort of hearing with other social media friends these carnivals before the Luton, but I'm going to stick with my set that I did last year. The carnival I did last year was the first of Luton, Northampton, Bristol, Leicester, Ipswich, and 2 Londons. You know, I can get to them. The hard travel-wise is Bristol. Long way around. But we can do it. You know, I kind of did it from Milton Keynes. I'll do a bit of research this year. See if there is a different way. I did it that way, so I'll do it again. Well, I'll do Bristol again, maybe a different way. I don't know if I can maybe get a train straight from Bedford. It was a long way. Well, I was supposed to do the bus. It was a bus to Milton Keynes and a bus to Bristol. If I remember, there was a famous Grand Prix race on Milton Keynes, and it messed it up. So I ended up spending a lot of money on the train. Anyway, get that done, and then maybe I will do the 2 famous Bedford Rural Festivals, so that makes it 9. So I must have 2 London, the 2 biggest carnivals I do then. So if I do the 2 Bedford Carnivals, Rural Festivals, on Saturday the 18th of July and Sunday the 19th of July, that's 9. Then I'll do Wellingborough with my friend Clara from Wellingborough. And my friend Clara from Wellingborough actually said going to Leeds is possible. She's been to Leeds a few times. I was going for the first time, so we go on the Sunday, and it was, the last bank holiday, and then the Monday I would go to London, and she would go, and she was happy to take me. She said verbally that's okay, so I would, work-related friends, I would pay her petrol and stuff. So a good friend. She actually went to Clara from Wellingborough, I think she went to 4 carnivals I went to last year, but we couldn't meet up. It was so busy. She was at the Northampton Carnival. She was at the Bristol Carnival. She was at 4, sure. Northampton, Bristol, she was there. She was at one of the Anyway, hopefully we can do the Leeds Carnival, which was like sort of take your I go to all these places. I have followers. I'm very blessed to have the followers on the medias, and they know the area. I know where I'm going. Soon piece it out when I get there, but it's good to have a social media friend with you. Anyway, that's where it is. Doing a live with the two mobiles on each side. I thought about it. This is going to be much better. I'm going to look back on the live, and I feel that the vision has to be better than it was. It was just at the back all sitting there, but I just put them on the dumbbell. I've got a super unique four-way line. Dumbbell on the left, dumbbell on the right, and this is where we are. As I say, I want to get you trained to say Super T out of business, and you'll get up to 20% discount. So let's do it like this. If you're watching me now on the Global and Super Famous TikTok, say Super T. And if you're watching me live on the Global and Super Famous Facebook, say Super T. Reach it out, Jared. Yes, this is a super unique four-way live now. There's 4 phones here, yeah? There we go. So anyway, and if you're watching me live now on the Global and Super Famous Facebook, no, I said Facebook already. YouTube, say Super T. So when you go to a business, I want to hopefully get you an up to 20% discount. So get you used to it. And if you're watching me live now on the Global and Super Famous Instagram, say Super T. Hey, this is the Gym Group Bedford. This is the famous Gym Group Bedford. And I did 42 weeks in a row going live last year on the 12th of December 2025 at the Cambridge Gym Group. Anyway, vision this way would be much better. This is my favourite kind of exercise. Star Rowing Club years ago wanted me to be a rower in the Bedford River. I'm not so tall. I don't mind doing it at the gym. Especially look at this four-way line. This one is right. Need to go back and listen to the live to see whether you can actually hear me well. If you can, this one was my first initial favourite sort of exercise at the gym, and be more all round. And as I say, I've got 2 phones either side, and we do it like this to get you trained when you go to the shop. If you're watching me now on the Global, you're watching me live on the Global and Super If you're watching me live now on the Global and Super Famous Facebook, say Super T. If you're watching me live now on the Global and Super Famous Instagram, say Super T. I'm going to get you trained up when you go to the shop to get you up to 20% discount. If you're watching me live now on the Global and Super Famous Facebook, say Super T. And if you're watching me live now on the Global and Super Famous Instagram, say Super T. I hope I got the orders right. It's a four-way live. And the live is TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And this is the Gym Group Bedford. I need to look back and see. The reason why I'm on Facebook is got up to 30 days highlight, but the YouTube is an unlimited storage of my life. need to go back home and just check where how I locate the YouTube stories of the live. There's so much technical stuff behind the scenes. I didn't know. I was looking the other day and I couldn't find it. But it doesn't matter. Where we are. The Facebook one is very easy. You go to the top where it says post and if you scroll down, it says Super T live. It was live. Facebook's a little, YouTube a little bit different. I know I'm doubling up on YouTube and I'm doubling up on Facebook. And the most important thing is the live is working. I sort of did some things every day last week. And I came in on Saturday and the video on Saturday where I did the super unique 5-way live was blowing up on TikTok. Blown up. Thank you for your support. All the social media followers who helped me do the video at the front of the Gym Group Bedford. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. Let's have a look and see whether I'll go back and see whether the live, this one, the rower, my favourite one, recorded well with the vision of me and recorded well with the sound. I want to get you proud of saying Super Theatre business. To train you up. So if you're watching me live now on the global and super famous TikTok, I want you to say Super T. If you're watching me live now on the global and super famous Instagram, I would like you to say Super T. If you're watching me live now on the global and super famous YouTube, I would like you to say Super T. If you're watching me live now on the global and super famous on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. If you're watching me live now on the global and super famous Facebook, I would like you to say Super T. Anyway. This is where we are. Go back and listen to this one when I'm doing the road. What's the sound like? Can you hear me alright? Matthew Lane, if you can send me a message. Lucy White Brown, send me a message. Robin Young, send us a message whether you can hear me alright on the Facebook live. When I'm doing the rowing like this, I've got 2 phones either side. I want to know if you can hear me alright. Just send us a message, Robbie, on, that'd be good. Matthew Lane, I need to contact you about your business as well on the Facebook. But anyway, come on now. Fine. Yes, here we go. This one comes out nice and clear. So let's go back and listen to the live. So the live now for the test. It's 1:19, 19 minutes past 1 on Monday, the 30th of March, 2026. Can Super T Bedford hear himself well on the live highlight, recording of the live? And if you could send me a message to say whether you can hear me, because I've set the phones up differently. 2 phones either side out of 4. And I thought about the vision's got to be better. You can see what I'm doing better. And because at the back it's out of the way. So I think this is much nearer. The microphones on the phone should pick up what I'm saying better. So I hope you have a nice weekend. The 7 carnivals I had last year were Luton, Northampton, Bristol, Leicester, Ipswich and the 2 Londons. And add on to those the famous Bedford River Festival on both days, Saturday the 18th of July 2026 and Sunday the 19th of July 2026 at Wellingborough, going to add leads. And Clara, one of the guys going to come with me, hopefully. She'll drive a little bit at his own expense. I was blessed to have 5 birthday parties last year. Social media followers gave me the opportunity for that. I had the first birthday party here at the famous The Gym Group Bedford on Friday the 3rd of October 2025 at the Gym Group. Second party was for the 3rd year running at the famous Chicken George Jr. on the Tavistock Street at Bedford. And the 3rd party was one of my first sponsors now, Bedford Mobile at 95 Midland Road. Check them out. You can get up to 20% discount on anything there. Just say Super T. We're open 7 days a week, early till late. Bedford has the best dining codes in the world. 01234 40 40 30 Bedford Mobile. And my 4th party was in Colchester. My 5th party was in Ipswich. Colchester and Ipswich parties were on the same as Bedford Mobile. It was on Saturday, the 4th of October. But anyway, so this year, I really want to go to Dubai, see my friend Gavin, and go to India. I've been invited to India, of Amazon, to give out lots of my Super T Bedford caps to the great staff up there. But I want to do the 43 weeks in a row, more than 42 weeks in the last year. I'll have to wait and see. That's where we're at. Read this big, Callum, what are you doing, man? It's gone. Is that in? No, it's the great thing is that live is working. We came in record time. I should have come a little bit earlier, but I came decent time. The key is loading up the Wi-Fi. That's the key. Load up the Wi-Fi as it comes. Because the mistake I made last Friday was a big testing day. Thursday night, it wasn't working. Yeah, it's working. Started Friday over here. Took a call at 12:22, which I should really have taken, but I took it. And then when it came to going live, yes, sorry. I realised that I wasn't 100%. So that was a big error. I should not have made that mistake. But, I've learned now that you need to get your phones set up and ready. Logged into the Wi-Fi. Once you've done that, you're ready to go. Ready to go. So, that's where we are. Yesterday, great food room, by the way, amazing food. Lovely music there from True Sounds and DJ, and just start off my 24-hour story with them. Then from there, I went to the famous Cross Keys, set my business email to deal, the owner of the famous Cross Keys. realised this morning that I was top engager for the Cambridge Zoom group, where I completed my amazing 42 weeks in a row, going live at one of the 250 Zoom groups, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12:30 to 1:30. That was on Friday, the 12th of December 2025. So I went to send them an email about my top engager on the Facebook. The message said you want to send the message or emails are not viewed, whatever. So I ended up sending my business email revamped to the famous gym group, just so he's aware of what I'm doing. That's it, done. And that went this morning, so I couldn't do my 24-hour story. So I think ongoing, I'm going to do my story in the morning. And then do my business emails in the afternoon after the live, because businesses would have woken up rather than it being in the morning. I would have already done my story. Yes, that works for me. That works for me. Good story in the morning. And then obviously I can't do the story. For whatever reason, I'll just do it in the afternoon. But I think get it done in the morning, and then do my business emails in the afternoon after the live. Yes, that would be good. Then I won't be so rushed in the morning. Do my story, have a shower, have a shave, get ready for the live. And then after the live, do the business emails. That works. That works. Oh, yes, there you go. Time of live will flow on by. It's got to last. So just before I get you really primed to be proud to say Super T in the business that I set up, the up to 20% discount. So we do it like this. I want to hear this live back, the highlight on Facebook, learn how the YouTube is found. So, here we go. If you're watching me live now on the global and super famous TikTok, I would like to say Super T. And if you're watching me live now and having a nice time on the global and super famous Instagram, I would like you to say Super T. And if you're watching me live now on the global and super famous Facebook, I would like you to say Super T. And if you're watching me live now on the global and super famous YouTube, I would like you to say Super T. There we go. Right. So, that's where we are. Greetings, gentlemen. It's a super unique four-way live, man. It's 4 ways. 4-way live, yes. There we go. So, friend, you greeted me earlier. How's the live going? I'm on 4. Great. So anyway, that's where we are. I think it's the end of the live now. From here, I'm going to do my 24-hour story. Go some tea. Yesterday, Ruby, lovely there. There we go. I think this way is much better. I'm going to go back and listen to it. I should just check and hear myself nicely. Good. So thanks for watching my live. Please tell a friend that I did 42 weeks in a row doing this live. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12:30 to 1:30 at the Cambridge Zoom group last year on Friday, the 12th of December 2025. Take care. I'm going to touch my TikTok highlights. TikTok photo. Facebook. Robin Young, Yusuf Eyebrow, Matthew Lane. That looks like Instagram. I know Facebook is my phone, so this is YouTube. This one's going to be TikTok. So, go here. No, I want to stop this one before I lose it. Which one's the Facebook? Anyway, go here. Come on, girl. Respect. Yeah, no one, respect.
Seeing you doing all of this, it's pretty much seeing all of this
Yeah, respect.
same thing as you.
Respect. Right here. That's that one. So this phone is. This one. Oh, you do that when you run out,
part of the district do not have a team member on site and do not utilize their fire service. Please ensure you remain aware of surroundings, firearms, and when training, use the equipment responsible. If you or a fellow landowner